Hey, what's up guys, Rev here. So today is a good news kind of day. It's time to celebrate, ladies and gentlemen, because Johnny Somali is likely finished. His days of wreaking havoc and being a nuisance streamer in Japan have likely come to an end because he has been formally charged. Now with a 99+% conviction rate in Japan, he is cooked, okay? He has had his last moments in Japan, and really it's time to celebrate an end to a very annoying arc involving this man. Now, speaking of celebrations, we have some bittersweet news to deal with here. Today marks the final day of my Fumo campaign. By the time you're seeing this video, there will be less than 24 hours to purchase the official Rev Fumo. The campaign ends exactly on November 4th at 3 p.m. EST. You have until then to get this Fumo that will not be returning once this campaign is over. And I want to point out the insane support on this campaign. We're approaching 900 Fumos sold, and I don't say that as a flex, I say that as a sign of appreciation because it's insane that some random independent content creator like me can get that much support on a campaign like this. And also on top of that, for those who might benefit from this, I'm going to push for an extension with Makeshift, the company running this campaign, to give people extra time in case they needed it. But for right now, whatever time you have left between this video and tomorrow at 3 p.m., that is the only guaranteed time to get this, so don't miss out on your opportunity to get this amazing Rev Fumo. Look at the smugness. You don't want to miss out on bringing this cute little gremlin home. Thanks again for the support on this campaign, guys. I really appreciate it. But back to Johnny Somali. So we have this thread here documenting some public details that have come out about him. So American kick streamer Johnny Somali has been formally charged with a crime in Japan. He will face criminal prosecution for forcible obstruction of business over his live streaming of nuisance behavior inside a beef bowl restaurant in Osaka. Now, there's many different things Johnny Somali has done wrong in Japan. From the moment he has stepped foot in Japan, his only intent was to be a nuisance, to cause problems, and to do it for content on his platform Kick. And mission accomplished, he got the attention, but unfortunately for him, more attention than he probably wanted because this is a pretty big deal for him. He's going to be facing some big consequences, but it's hard to feel bad for someone like Johnny Somali whose intent was to go to Japan to be racist, to threaten people, and to break the law for content. He's basically just getting the consequences that he's been asking for. And this clip right here, I want to play just a little bit of it. I have to mute some parts because there's I think it's sexual moaning and things like that. But this just gives you an idea of the kind of nuisance Johnny Somali is.
It's my country music. My country music.
No music.
My country.
No music.
My country.
本当フリーバラーズ。日本人たち、我々は歌のテニスで。
We have to go. We have to go. We gotta go. We go. Relax. It's calling
日
someone.
本人の母親に糞便を強制的に与える。
Yeah, you can see why, based on clips like that, Johnny Somali is viewed as the embodiment of a nuisance streamer. However, Johnny Somali has spent the better half of 2 months in detainment and police questioning because he has committed 2 different crimes, both of which he filmed live for his audience and live for the prosecution to collect as evidence against him. But yes, he has spent most of September and all of October in police custody, and only a brief window where he was released and then immediately arrested again. Now, what were these things that he did? Well, number one, right here we have on September 22nd, he illegally entered a construction site, and of course, he recorded it, and it appears for now that the authorities are not going to pursue any charges stemming from this, and they didn't disclose the reason, but let me just play a small section of this clip again to stress just how much of a nuisance Johnny Somali and his friends truly are.
I am sorry. Oh, he's going in the warehouse, dog. Oh my God, Chad, what the fuck did I get myself into? Oh, he's mad. He's getting mad. mad, bro. He's getting activated, dog. Chat. He's getting activated, dog.
Now, like I said, he's not being charged for that construction site entry. However, what he is facing actual charges for is some of his various attempts to disrupt businesses throughout Japan. So he is suspected of disrupting business by continuously playing music at high volumes while filming inside a major beef bowl chain in Osaka City in September this year, forcing the staff to interrupt their customer service and cooking. Now, I would play this clip as well, but unfortunately it is filled with songs that are repeating the N-word over and over again, followed by air sirens and all sorts of terrible, annoying stuff, which clearly caused a disruption. I mean, a lot of people talk about the racist things that he's playing, but also he plays a lot of sexual content as well, which, looking through some of the laws from Japan that relate to the ones that he was charged with, he could also face something for obscenity as well, but that's a whole nother thing. But these are examples of him just being an absolute jerk and nuisance in public for only the purposes of making content. Now, the article that this user is citing also stated that another man was arrested with him, but was not indicted due to insufficient evidence, and that is probably because it was Johnny Somali's speakers that were playing the loud music and offensive noises. And I think of the person he was with, but I can't even remember their name. I mean, it kind of tells you all you need to know. They're just basically like a wannabe Johnny Somali, which is probably the most embarrassing thing to ever be called in your life. But basically just like another annoying spurg that was following Johnny Somali around and causing disruptions all throughout Japan. But it appears that person is not going to get charged for these incidences because it was Johnny Somali's speakers that were playing the actual offensive content. And of course, as this user points out, what does this all mean? Well, Johnny Somali now faces a criminal justice system with a 99% conviction rate. That is not a good look for Johnny Somali. The odds are definitely stacked against him here. And as they go on to say, the penalty for obstruction of business is imprisonment for up to 3 years or a fine of up to 500,000 yen, approximately $3,325 US. Now, I checked out the actual codes, and yes, these numbers match up, and he is facing a very stiff sentence, okay? And also, when you think about his intent, his entire intent while being in Japan was to be a disruption and to openly violate the law. He's violated a lot more laws than the ones that he has been charged or arrested for, but this one alone, maximum sentence 3 years. And a lot of people are wondering, well, what is he going to actually get? Well, they're definitely not going to go easy on him. I think he has really shot himself in the foot. This wasn't an accident. This is repeated behavior, and he's just suffering the consequences now. But a lot of people are like, well, throw him away for 3 years. And you know what? I wouldn't be sad to see that happen, of course. But honestly, I think, why even waste your time with Johnny Somali in Japan? They just need to deport him. Okay, I think that is the ultimate, most resource-efficient thing to do here. And a lot of people have also pointed out, like the original poster of the thread, that the best case scenario would be a suspended sentence. And for those who don't know what a suspended sentence is, basically you'll be given a 1 year, for example, a 1 year prison sentence, but it is suspended 2 years. So what happens in a situation like that is, if you go 2 years without violating any of the terms of this agreement, basically don't commit crimes, that 1 year prison sentence goes away. So you don't actually face prison time if you stay out of trouble for the 2 years it is suspended. However, if you do something bad, it'll launch. So if Johnny Somali, for example, gets a 2 year suspended sentence of a 1 year prison sentence, he breaks the law again, he would go to jail for a year, or prison for a year. But as this user also points out, getting any sort of a sentence like that would result in Johnny Somali being deported. And that to me is the best result, because why would you want the Japanese citizens to waste their tax dollars on housing Johnny Somali in prison? Just get rid of him and make sure that he's not allowed to come back. And terms of a suspended sentence include not returning to Japan. So if he does have the nerve to show back up in Japan, he would be arrested, and maybe whatever suspended sentence would go into effect, and he'd be in big trouble. So basically, it's like Johnny Somali, give up the grifting and the annoying nuisance streaming in Japan and stay out, or face hard prison time, a long prison time, a very forced vacation away from kick. and streaming in general. But nonetheless, that is the update on this situation. Pretty good news about this. It's good to see him formally charged. He didn't slip away again this time. And yeah, hard to feel sorry for someone like that, but that is the update for now. Please share all of your thoughts about today's topic in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.